Yo, yo, what is up, guys? As you can probably tell from our title today, we are going to be covering the Golden State Warriors for the latest episode of my 2K25 Eliminated Series. Let's get into it. Yeah, so guys, with this one, I'm gonna be honest, this is one of the ones I was dreading the most. I just got to be honest with you guys, and yeah, it just really kind of comes down to this being an older team. Um, and Yeah, just writing's definitely on the wall for this Warriors squad. Honestly, I feel like this last playoff run left a lot of question marks surrounding Steve Kerr. Honestly, I don't know if he's that good of a coach. I know people are going to be at me in the comments or what have you, but honestly, I think with this team, like we have yet to see him really harness in and train up the younger guys. Seems like a lot of the younger guys have had beef with him that have been like drafted by the Warriors. He inherited an already good team with Mark Davis, who was a coach before him, and yeah, I mean, it might just be one of those things where the players really really brought up the coach rather than the coach bringing it out of the players. Like maybe it was that this Warriors team was already destined to go as far as they did, and you'd think this Warriors team would be a lot different if they really just developed their youth. But yeah, just they did get to the second round, beat the Rockets in seven, and then they ended up losing to the Wolves in five after Curry went down. So it could have been a different series if Curry was probably healthy. But yeah, so in this new draft class, let's check this out. Warriors. Let's see, do they have any picks here? The Heat have the pick, so I'm assuming that's from the Jimmy Butler trade. Makes sense. Jimmy Butler trade, I think that was a good trade to make. I think it definitely elevated this team. Interesting to see that he's running at the four right now. We're going to change that, but even Steve Kerr said it. I think priority number one with this team is to go after a center in this draft, or this offseason, I should say, because we don't have any picks. So it looks like Flag went to the Pelicans in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. We'll bring Guy Santos and Pajemski back. Those are some young guys, as well as Kaminga here, that I want to bring back because I think they were solid. They're solid pieces for any chance that we can win a championship in this 3-year sim. GP, which look to bring back here. He's been really a stalwart on the defensive end for the Warriors. So no brainer there to bring him back. Looney is just kind of a vibes guy, just keeping him around just because he's been such a big part of this Warriors team. Just in terms of honestly, all he does is set picks for Steph and Clay when he was still there. But yeah, his better years are behind him. Simple as that. But yeah, moving on here. AJ Mitchell, we'll look to bring in custom deal. Maybe he'll accept that, maybe not. Ooh, do we pick up Seth Curry? Uh, we could do that. So we're looking to bring Kuminga back. I'm gonna actually tweak our team here because I want Green to be a 4, and I want Butler to be the 3 in this lineup here. Okay, and then okay, that looks good to me. All right, so we'll sim to the next day in the moratorium here. We're announcing these guys. Kevin Knox will announce as well. Look to bring these 3 back in. Okay, and let's just sim ahead. Make sure we got these guys locked up. Cool. All right, and now we got that out of the way. Let's just see what is out there on the market. We'll offer Tice. He's a stretch 5. Could do some work for us offensively. Do need a shooting guard potentially, or I mean, power forward's priority here with Kamika coming back. I guess we'll get Torrey Craig, great vet, one of my favorite players in the NBA. Let's get a Seth Curry reunion if we can. All right, yeah, we'll offer Curry. Okay, so sign Payton, sign Curry, and then we're actually we have too many players right now. Shit. Okay, who do we get rid of then? That's the question. Curry can't. Craig can't. Looney can't. Maybe healed. Yeah, okay, we messed up there. I thought we had enough room to get all these guys and Kuminga back in. Let's check this out real quick. Kuminga, how many years does he have left? I mean, he's 22. He's looking for 32 mil. Bring him back for one more year. Okay, and then we'll reassess. All right, down the line. Okay, advance to next season. I got an injury. Let's skip that. All right, so we need to cut somebody. Wait, we got two. What? Hold the phone. I thought we were good. I guess I just signed too many players by accident. Whoops. Okay, so we'll healed. We'll get rid of, I guess. Gives me 9 mil. It's a lot. And then we kind of really don't need Santos. I don't think we can trade him. Okay, we can. And then Tice, Post. Okay, I guess we'll trade Santos. Yeah, so I mean, all we could really do at this spot is trade him for picks. And then just bank on next year getting some a good draft player. Good player in the draft. Alright, so I guess Wizards. This is our best option here. Brooklyn and Wizards pick for Hield and Santos. We'll pull the trigger on that. I do like Santos, but that's on me. Messed up a little bit in our signings. Alright, and then we'll download the 2026 draft class here. Okay, so yeah, year one. I guess, I mean, it's before this, but we're about to head into year one. But so we made it to the second round, and we were the 6th seed. No, wait, 6th seed? 7th seed. 7th seed, that's right. So we're the 7th seed in the West with this roster. We've added, who did we really add? Added a solid backup point guard. I feel like that really hurt the Warriors because they had two big holes, I think. They didn't have a solid point guard. They had Spencer, and he played pretty well, but just wasn't enough. It proved to be late in the series, but yeah, and then they also had no real center. They had to have Green play the center spot. So we're going to see at the trade deadline maybe where we're at with this bunch, and yeah, maybe pull a trigger if we can for a center. I'm actually curious in real life who the Warriors kind of go to for that center spot. Yeah, I'll definitely be curious about that. Okay, so right now we're playing pretty good basketball from a 7 seed. I didn't think this Warriors team would be ready right away, and just like that, we were in the NBA Cup against the Knicks. I'm not really caring too much about these NBA Cups, but the fact that we got into it is showing that we got something right. Did lose to 8 against the Knicks, but that's a cool wrinkle there. Definitely had a good first half of the season, 23-12. Again, I mentioned it earlier, but yeah, time's ticking. Father Time is definitely knocking on the door for the Warriors. Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler. Their retirement seems imminent at this point. Their better years are definitely behind them. And Charles Barkley and Shaq always on. Speaking of inside the NBA, today was the last day they had their broadcast, but they always talk about the Warriors, others having to step up in big games, and that was a big part of what made them win the championship in 2022. And yeah, like Jordan Poole really stepped up, and so did Kuminga. Then I'm trying to remember, was Moody a part of that team? He might have been, but yeah, like those young pieces really helped out that Warriors squad and propelled them to the championship. Obviously, they've lost Klay Thompson and some other guys since. But yeah, I mean, pretty much the main core guys are still around. So yeah, we got Looney off the bench. Jackson Davis starting here. We're running at 9 deep. If we run 10 deep, just checking this out. So Alfred Payton will play. Okay, so I mean, I think we're going to try that out. I think just getting Payton some more minutes, maybe alleviating Steph for some time. You don't want to get like an ankle injury from Steph because that really hurt us in the playoffs last year. So, all right, Butler, 14.3. All right, so he's regressing. I mean, he's still an 88 overall, so good on him. Yeah, Draymond's numbers are really down. But, I mean, we're still playing good ball, which is why their regression isn't as bad as I thought it would be at this point. So I think we are at the trade deadline. I'm just kind of curious here. if we can maybe trade for a center that's like maybe relatively cheap here. Just want to see like what centers might be on the block. So like Brandon Clark could be a guy. Just curious. Okay, so they're not willing to get rid of him. Okay. Remember Jimmy Butler was already trying to like convince he was trying to recruit Bam to the Warriors, so I'm curious as to how that would look. So yeah, every trade deal that they have involves either Butler or Curry, so we're just not going to do that. Ooh, Mark Williams. How much? Like, okay, they're not even gonna, they're not even gonna look into that. I was thinking maybe we might be able to make some sort of trade for that. How about someone like Mitch Rob? Mitch Rob on the Warriors would be pretty cool. Um, Wendell Carter seems like a perfect Warrior, just because he's like a stretch. Yeah, they want Green, and yeah, we're not gonna do that. Gafford maybe. Nope. Lively because he's cheaper. Maybe we can figure out a trade around that. So no, they want Pajemski. Not worth. Um, Jalen Smith, Landale, Kessler. How about Missy? Defensive anchor. No, Duran. No, okay. Yeah, we're not getting a lot of quality centers here. Wagner. No, nothing that's really tickling my fancy. All right, we'll move it on. 36 and 17 here. All right, 100% Cam, 100% fan interest. I mean, that's what you want to see here with this team. I mean, we're definitely looking to avoid the play-in tournament, so that's great. Contract extensions. Yeah, let's explore this while we can. So Green's on an option, Pajemski's on an option. So yeah, we're not going to touch that just yet. And Davis is on an option. Okay, so those are the only real guys we can make any decision on in terms of their future, and they all got options. So we'll just wait it out because the danger of signing them now is they might regress later, and we missed out on maybe offering them a cheaper deal down the line. So that's just kind of the upside to wait. All right, third in the West, fifth in the power ranking. Still, I mean, guaranteed home court for the first round. That's what you want. Wemby MVP, Rookie of the Year Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey six man, DPOY Wemby, Jackson Davis. Okay, most improved player, 9 and 8 from him. Awesome. Actually, wow, it's his worst year in terms of per 36. That's actually nuts. Okay, and we still won most improved. Yeah, because look at his field goal percentage. That's down in a big way, and he's shooting threes for some reason. But I mean, we're giving him double the minutes just because we don't have really anyone else. But okay, that's interesting. Trey Clutch, Coach of the Year Pop, Aaron Phillips, exec of the Spurs, wins exec of the year. Okay, any Warriors on this list here? No. Any Warriors defensively? No. And no rookies. So no end of the year accolades other than Trace Jackson Davis. So hopefully he can use that as maybe momentum going forward. But yeah, so we lock up the 3 seed in the West, and we'll be playing against the LA Clippers. Let's check out how this Clippers team looks. So no Harden. Maybe Norm Powell's playing off the bench. They've added Julius Randle. Okay, so that's an interesting fold. And I get maybe Kuminga's starting over Green. Yeah, it looks like he is. AJ Mitchell, broken nose, 1 to 2 weeks, so he should be still playing on that. All right, let's just check out our starting lineup here. Butler, Kuminga. Okay, Moody, for sure. Looney, okay. So he's getting the last minutes on our team. Yeah, but this is going to be a tough series. It's interesting to see Jimmy Butler and Kawhi battle it out. I think it'll be the first time they've ever, yeah, right? It might be the first time they've ever competed in the playoffs. So that's a cool matchup to see. And so we'll win this game 1. Awesome. Warriors definitely in the Steph Curry era have definitely had the Clippers number. As a fan myself, like honestly, yeah, Steph really. I still remember that ankle breaker that Steph had on Chris Paul, and that insane play where Van Gundy said that was the best play he's ever seen, and they laughed at him for it at the time. But like Van Gundy saw the vision that like that was kind of before we knew just how good Steph was, and yeah, I still remember that game to this day. All right, so we're up 3 games to 0. I keep thinking we're the Clippers for some reason. But yeah, we're up 3 games to 0 here. Have a chance to sweep them in their home court. And we do. 1 by 12, and we'll advance to the conference semis. So equaled our turnout a year ago. We've gone as far as we did last year. And so this game 1 is the one that Steph got injured in a year ago now. And yeah, our team is playing. Our team is healthy at this point, so that's good to see. We've added, I guess, Jackson Davis is playing better at center spot. We've added a backup point guard, so hopefully no injuries in this round 2. And we're playing the tough Mavs team. Clay's going to be looking out for blood as this is like a revenge tour for him. First time playing the Warriors in the playoffs, so that's going to be interesting to see. And yeah, pretty much the same team from the Mavs we'll be matching up against here. All right, game 1, here we go. Mavs usually are like the team to beat, and most of the time I've been doing these sims, they usually seem to have a strong season in this year 1. All right, so we lose by 2 there. Pretty close game. If we can steal one on the road here, that would be great as we go back to the Bay. All right, we're down 16 after 1, down even more at halftime. And yeah, it looks like this one will be a blowout. Yeah, so we'll lose by 30 points there. All right, maybe we tighten up this rotation a little bit, play some of our guys more minutes. All right, game 1 in the Bay, Chase Center, see if we can flip the script on this Mavs team. It was a close game up until the very end in the fourth quarter, and then they really just had our number. All right, so game 4 might be a sweep here. I'm hoping our guys can stay in it. But yeah, right now, it's not looking great. Okay, so we'll win by 5. So far, we are equal as many games as we went last year. It looks like Steph's banged up a little bit, sprained left ankle, so that's not great. So back-to-back seasons in the playoffs, he's got an ankle injury. So that is not what you want to see happen. Actually, I'm tripping. Last year was a hamstring, not a ankle. But still, leg injury. All right, so we're up 4 with 1:20. 3-point game, 41 seconds. And we will win that one. Force to game 6. So, I mean, we're still not dead yet. We've extended the series by 1 more game than we did last year. In the Bay, can we win here? We're down 3 after a big win on the road. Down 10 with 5 to go. And we'll lose by 23. So, yeah, couldn't get it done in year 1 of this sim. Wemby and RJ Barrett are your conference finals MVP. And wow, Raptors in 6 will win the finals. Ooh, and Jimmy Butler will retire. Okay. I rarely do this, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to override this. We're going to try that out and see what we could do, just because he's like our number 2 option on this team. And hopefully he can stick around at least 1 more year, but just for the sake of this sim, I want to see how far we can go, because I think in real life, Jimmy Butler's going to play as long as he can, searching for that first ring of his career. So we're not going to let him retire without that, if we have anything to say about that. All right, so we got the 25th pick in the draft, and this is the Bansta draft. Okay, I'm not sure how deep this is looking center-wise, but I think that should be our top priority. Could get Chris Sinak, but it's going to be a little bit of a reach because we're at pick 25 here. But yeah, we'll take this step by step. We'll send to our pick. All right, so Florian Badunga, interior threat, is the top man available. Yao Ming, All-NBA comparison there. Better defender than he is offensively. Okay, he could be our option. He's best on the board as well. Just want to see where did Sinak went 4th. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit of a steep trade to make if we want to go that route. So yeah, I think we just take best available here. Yeah, we'll take Badunga at 25. We definitely needed a center for this new kind of Warriors era anyway. And yeah, we might look to move on from Tyson Looney. Actually, let's just try trading Tice for now. I want to see just maybe what we could get for some of our other guys on this team. Torrey Craig, maybe. Yeah, I'll look to see Craig and Tice, see what offers are on the table. So we're getting 2 unprotected picks from the Spurs, but they're kind of a playoff contender each year, so those aren't going to be great picks by any means. All right, we'll try this again. Try Craig, Tice, and Payton this time. Chris Boucher, Bagley, and Stiers. Let's do this. 2 Memphis first-round picks. I like it. All right, we'll skim ahead to the end of this draft. Florian Badunga from what school? Kansas. Okay, interior threat. We will accept that. Draymond Green will decline his option and then look to sign him for a cheaper deal. Qualifying offers Post and AJ Mitchell. We'll look to bring them back as well. All right, so we got Kuminga on an unrestricted. 24 mil is what he's looking for. That's a real big discount. That's going to help us out big time. Let's do 21.75. And with Green, okay, he's looking for 22. Let's just do 1 year at a time here. Whoops, did not mean to put a no trade. All right, we'll do a team option. Kind of same situation we just had here. Offer him just under 20 mil. And then just kind of exploring here, maybe other point guards or what other position do we need? So bring back 2 power forwards. Finney Smith we could bring in on a minimum. I'll do that. Okay, cap hold, nice. That looks all good. Okay. And then we need a shooting guard because Curry retired. Right, okay. Curry retired, so maybe Bog we try to bring in. Could bring him in fairly cheap. And then another power forward. Could bring HB back. That'd be kind of cool. If he signs for the minimum, I'll offer it to him. And then another point guard, maybe. Let's get Dinwiddie in here. Okay, so if we bring back, right now we got 6, 7, 8. And then 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then 15, 16. So, okay, so if we bring back Mitchell, point guard, and then we're offering Dinwiddie. So that'll be 3 point guards. Shooting guards, we're offering Bog and oh wait. Because Mitchell's the other point guard. So Dinwiddie. Why is it so hard? Okay, power forward, right? Bog is a 2. Barnes would be okay, so he'd be the too many players, so we'll decline that. All right, and then let's try that out. Let's see if that will work out. Okay, so couldn't get Dinwiddie. All right, let's explore this again here. Dinwiddie, can we really not get him? Even if we sign him as cheap as possible? Yeah, just kind of out of our range. Okay, that's fine. All right, so could bring back Payton again. Scary Terry, another option. Shamit, Tybal. So I mean, we're waiting on 2 guys here. So yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we only need 1 more guy to bring in. So best available would be Kelly Olynyk. He's kind of like I feel like he's definitely kind of a warrior kind of player. Just a guy like a Dario Saric from a few years ago, or a who's the other big that they had? Spates, like a shooter, big man who could shoot, type of guy. Let's bring Elfrid Payton back another year. All right, so we'll sign Payton, bang. All right, and then we'll just wait on Post and Mitchell here. Okay, because I mean, I think Post, he had some shining moments for sure. I was a little shocked that they drafted him though, right? Because they already had Trace Jackson Davis. They drafted a year before him, so a little bit shocking to see that. Yeah, but I mean, I understand they're desperately in need of like a starting caliber center, and maybe they just felt that Davis wasn't that guy just yet. But I mean, I thought he played pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it kind of shattered his confidence a little bit because they did draft another center, but they are two different styles, so who knows? I think they just wanted kind of versatility there. Just kind of seeing what direction they wanted to go, maybe with Looney regressing quite a bit. Okay, so we'll go 10 deep here. Okay, so Curry's still 95. Butler's regressed a bit. Kuminga's not jumping up the way I'd like him to be. Green's regressed a bit. Okay, post Looney, Badunga. So yeah, Badunga, he's got to be jumping over Looney soon. We want him. We want him to crack this rotation, and then by playoffs be like top 8 or so. So yeah, that's where we want this team to be at right now. 63% chem. I don't know why we went down so much. It is weird. I'm not sure how that plays into it so much, like in between seasons, because we finished the year at like 100% chem. So I don't know why it just goes so far down like that in an instance. But yeah, this year we got the was it the 3 seed, 4 seed? I'm blanking now, but I think definitely we should be another top 4 seed in the West. Um, as long as yeah, like Butler hasn't regressed too terribly. But I think yeah, around this time last year, I think we're kind of in the same spot. 21-7 through 28 games, 23-7 through 30. Yeah, I mean, right now second in the power ranking, second in the conference rank. You know, Steph's gonna be holding it down for us as long as he's healthy. I feel like we should still be a team to be feared in the West. As long as Steph's on the Warriors, I believe that wholeheartedly. You know, the Warriors organization is going to do whatever they can to continue to win with Steph at the helm. Okay. Big win against the Mavs there. Like to see that. 34-point win against, or 32-point win against the team that took us out of the playoffs last year in 6. So a little bit of a revenge game. Okay. 30-16 now. 5th in the power ranking, 2nd in the conference rank. Ooh. No, we're not going to do that. I actually don't know why I oohed that. It wasn't that great of a deal. So they want Malawatch, or they're offering us Malawatch for Pajemski. We're not going to do that. We already signed, drafted our center of the future. So Sochan, a lot of teams are offering Pajemski. So he might have made a big jump this year. All right, so at the trade deadline, let's see where we're at here. Badunga is 11th man now. Okay, so he's not really playing at all. I'm gonna actually go 11 deep here just so he can get those minutes. No, he's not even getting those minutes. Damn, man, what's going on? Yeah, I'm not happy about that yet. So Green's just out of the rotation if we go 10 deep, huh? Or no, what? That's weird. So Bog jumps in. Okay. So let's try this out for a bit. It does balance us a little bit in our energy. All right, so Butler will retire, is what he's saying as at this point. We'd be able to free 60 mil. So is he a guy we try to trade now? Because we can. We are at the trade deadline. But this is the last kind of possible chance to trade him. Steph, he'll resign. He's 38 right now, but still, I think he's worth 2 years. Let's try to go just under 30, 40 mil. Okay, and then Pajemski's got 1 year. Yeah, I'll do 29. Okay. Moody. Damn it. All these guys. Okay, we're not gonna offer him just yet. And then Trace Jackson Davis, 2 years for 10-25. Post, he's on a no trade clause. Don't know why. All right, so let's just explore this for a sec. Butler, if this is his last year, and we could trade him for 60 mil on the books. Okay, so Embiid is the type of player that we could get for, and they want a first. Okay, that's a terrible trade. Paul George, Naz Reid, Lauri Markkanen, James Harden. Okay, and then Embiid, back to square one. So, problem with Embiid is we just drafted a center. So our lineup would literally look like Kuminga and Green and Embiid, I would think. Um, I think I don't want to. I love Butler so much. I wouldn't want to like rob him of a potential chance to win a championship. So we're just gonna keep going with this trade deadline. We're gonna skip it. Yeah, I mean it was a hard call, but I think people would kind of see that he already kind of decided it's his last year. So, oh wait, now Butler's changing his mind. Okay, so that works out a little bit. We'll do team option. Okay, 20, we'll do 23 2, 23. Okay, so he'll accept that. Okay. So, I mean, that works out. Hopefully he doesn't retire this time, because if he does retire, we can't change his mind at this point. But okay, so 38 and 25 here. We're starting to skid here a little bit. We've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. Okay, so, I mean, still, our goal should be to avoid the play-in here. We've got about a week left. Injuries, what are we looking at here? Oh yeah, we're 11 deep. Forgot about that. Let's go back to 10. Okay, fix that up. That might have been why we're skidding a little bit. We're giving too many minutes to some other guys. All right, here we go. Back on the upswing a little bit. And as soon as I say that, we lose 3 in a row. 50 win season. We're going to be just shy of that. 49 wins is the best we could do. And 48 wins is what we're going to do. So Wemby MVP, the Banster Rookie of the Year, 6-man Robert Dillingham, Wemby DPOY, Malachi Branham Most Improved, Clutch Player, Kate Cunningham, Coach of the Year. Wow, Billy Donovan. Austin Newsome, Exec of the Year on the 8 teams. Let's check this out. Any Warriors? Badunga. No. So again, no end of the year accolades this year. Last year, just Jackson Davis had Most Improved. Okay, so how are we looking here, guys? Badunga still not really cracking. He's not improving, so that's not what I like to see, frankly. I mean, how many games has he actually played? Like, legitimately. Yeah, the most minutes he's had in a game is 1. So he pretty much only played like 5 games. It looked like Pajemski, Butler, Kuminga, Davis, Green is still in the lineup for now. We got 2 centers back ending the last bit of the rotation. Mitchell's playing pretty good. 30 season high from him. Okay, so round 1, we playing the Spurs. Oh my god. It's a tough ass matchup. This is how we stack up. Jackson Davis against a Wemby is going to be, big ask from him. So they got Trey Mann at point, Keegan Murray at the 4. So a little bit worse from what I was thinking they would look like, because like no Sochan there in the starting lineup, no Fox. Don't know what's happened to him. But yeah, on paper we got an edge in 3 out of the 5 categories, I think. Yeah, just the 2 and 5 spot were lower overalls than they are. So yeah, I think we could be a sneaky 6 seed here against the Spurs team. Just got to make sure we contain Wemby. All right, so big time. Oh my God, I was just about to say big time game 1 win, but we choked that one. We stormed back in that game too. All right, game 2. Here we go. First time the Warriors have faced the Spurs in the playoffs for a while. I want to say it was like the Zaza Pachulia game, when he stepped on Kawhi, was the last time these 2 teams have met in the playoffs. All right, so that's what we're looking at now. Still no injuries. That's good. Dade Steele game on the road. Love to see that. All right, Chase Center for game 3. Gotta win 1 here at home. All right, we're down 13. Still got some time left in this game. All right, we'll lose game 3. We're down 2 games to 1 here. But Jamsey's not making the kind of jump I'd like for him to be making. Oh, man. Okay, so we're down 19 here. I need a comeback here, guys. Yeah, we're not gonna have enough time to do it. Down 3 games to 1. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I mean, any team that's gonna mount this comeback would be the Warriors with Steph, but it's a tough Spurs team to face off against round 1. Down 11 with under 6 to go. And yeah, we get eliminated in 5. So yeah, worst season so far of the video. AD and Tatum win conference finals MVPs, and Mavs in 5. So yeah, see player retirements. Draymond will retire. Okay, see a guy that let's for the sake of the video, let's extend it. Gary Payton will retire. He's a 76 overall. I'm gonna allow it. And Finney Smith will also retire. Okay, so we kind of are keeping this core together for now. We're not going to make any real changes, but this is year 3 of the sim. So we got the Wizards pick at 6. That could turn into something decent. Okay, so it will stay at 6. And what else? We got our own pick at 22. And yeah, okay, so not bad picks to have right now. Still got Kerr locked up for another year. Okay, as we go into our last NBA draft here. So Butler, thank God he stayed. Love to see that from him. Okay, so he's got the 1-1. Curry 2 years. Pajemski 4. Okay, Green will retire after this one. Got it. Okay. Badunga, man, you'd like to see him progress a little bit more. Don't know why. All right, let's see what maybe we could trade for here. So at this point, actually, yeah, let me check something out here. Actually, let me check out this draft class. That's what we should be looking at. So Taj Ariza, I think, is the guy we need, especially with Pajemski not panning out in the way we want. So Ariza or Gaskins are 2 players we'd love to take in. Okay, no shooting guards taken yet. Cool. So we are at pick 6. Got cream of the crop here. We could pick who we want. All right, Ariza B and B minus, C plus C plus. Gaskins B minus. All right, so Ariza was B minus as well. Ariza's comp is Sam Jones. Gaskins is Sam Jones. Gaskins compared to Ariza, same age. Shot creating 3-level threat versus inside out shot creator. 6'7" versus 6'8". Gaskins has a better wingspan. Ariza, Arizona. You know what? I'm from Arizona. I went to U of A. We're going to take Taj Ariza here at pick 6. Okay. Kind of looks like Pat McCall a little bit with the hair and, I don't know, just stature. All right, so Sims with pick 22 here. Getting some trade offers. So, wow, Caleb Gaskins is still available. Do we double up and go both Gaskins here? B and B grade. Oh, so Elijah Williams, maybe he's a guy we should be looking at here. 6'5", 6'11". Actually, let's look at the trade offers for getting at 22 here. Any solid rookie? Dylan Mingo. Okay. Mitchell Robinson, solid center. Payne Pritchard. Okay, what if we were able to take out the first? All right, look at our centers here. So Looney's expired. Jackson Davis, 2 years. We're hunting lob threat versus 3-level scoring threat. Okay, 27 years old. Post is less experienced in the NBA versus Davis. Like to kind of keep this team intact for the most part. If we traded Mitchell and that wouldn't be enough, huh? Okay. So, okay, if we trade Jackson Davis, 78 versus an 81. I feel like he's kind of more our speed a little bit. Mitch Robinson, just more of a, I think he fits a little bit more with this team. All right, so we'll do that, and we still keep our pick. So here, oh, damn, like it's a weird thing to just pick 2 shooting guards, right? But damn. All right, so I mean B minus, Sam Jones. All right, shot creating perimeter threat, better perimeter defender than Gaskins is. Athleticism, perimeter D, playmaking. I feel like with the Warriors team, that's kind of what you want. 6'5", 6'11", kind of more of a pure shooting guard. Let's try something here. If we trade out of 22, maybe just trade down to like 23 or 24. Let's try that out. 24, pick 24. We'll kind of have 2K make the decision for us. Okay, so we had 22. So for 2 for 24, and if we added, Mustafa Diop, stretch 4, maybe something like that, and then we'll add. We can add Payton to the mix, and who's the other guy we're gonna trade? It's gonna be Bog. Okay. Would you guys go for something like this? And we'll throw in the second round picks. Okay, cool. So hopefully they take one of the 2 shooting guards. Okay, so they take Gaskins and then Cameron Holmes. So there you go. I think, yeah, and then we'll take Elijah Williams. I feel like that kind of worked out best for us. Since to end there. Cool. Okay, so yeah, we got pick 6, 18, and 24. We got a backup power forward in case Green's really regressing. I mean, really kind of locking up for the future, although this is our last year of the sim. So just kind of showing you the creativity you can use in terms of, like, if you guys were going to do this in 2K on your own, just kind of looking at how you can maybe rebuild this Warriors team for the future. So Looney we'll bring back for vibes. I feel like he's going to be one of those guys like Udonis Haslem a little bit. So Green, looks like we can sign him for cheaper here. Would he go 8 for 1? No, he'll decline that. Okay, I'll try it again. 850 for 1. Okay. Then post is restricted. So yeah, we don't need to touch that just yet. Okay, so we're bringing back post and Green. So I guess we need another point guard. We'll try Dennis Schroeder once again. Why not? Thibault we could bring in. Maybe offer Isaac. All right, so if we bring in those 3 and Mitchell and post, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that would work out. Okay, so Isaac's going elsewhere, but yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we need 5 more guys, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So Isaac will go elsewhere. So Looney, Green, Schroeder. Looney, Green, Schroeder. Okay. Just making sure that this works out. And then we're waiting on Mitchell and post. Yeah, so we'll be set with our guys here. After this, cool. Yeah, all right, cool. I just want to double check that. So yeah, just make sure they're cap hold. You don't want to see 2K slip a UFS one and renounce their rights. Okay, all right, post, Mitchell. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and sim to the next season. So yeah, we made a lot of moves. We got our future center of the future power forward, and we got 2 shooting guards we can really choose from. I like how they're kind of they kind of go both ways. The versatile, I should say. And yeah, we'll see how we do in this last year. Definitely a more youthful team. This is a year more than ever. We really got to rely on our younger guys. Still have Butler and Green sticking around, but yeah, Green is pretty much dead in the water. Honestly, we could have let him retire, I think, just because he's not going to be contributing much. Dunga's in the lineup now. Ariz is in the lineup. Cool. So we got those guys getting minutes. Like to see that. Pajemski, he's kind of feeling. He must be feeling the pressure a little bit because we just drafted 2 more shooting guards. Just want to check this out here. So we got shooting guard Pajemski, and then Ariza Williams, 6'7" versus 6'8". Maybe we try them out at another spot. Maybe move Moody to the 2 and Ariza to the 3, just based on size. Let's see, 6'8". If we moved him to the 3, does he get any better for us? He does. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we might try that out. And then Moody, will he get better if we move him to the 2? He's an 81. 79. I think it works. We'll try it out that way. It just kind of balances out with a more youthful team here, I think, overall. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think Moody, his true position is that spot. So Mitch Robinson's going to be a starting center for now. We got Post Badunga. Moved on from Trace Jackson Davis. Got Diop as like another defensive-minded guy. Kuminga. Cool. All right. So we'll just look over the starting lineup now. Butler, Kuminga, and then we got Dunga, Ariza, Mitchell backing up there. Williams and Diop would like maybe to get them some minutes. Hopefully they progress pretty well. But okay, 40% chem here. Last year, the sim. Think we made some right decisions here. Just kind of depending. Honestly, this whole season rides on whether our young guys can progress quickly, because they're going to be needing. Like, we're expecting them to pull up the slack here. We're kind of banking on that. We've made a good draft. We had some good drafts the last couple of years here to see if we can help out Steph and co. So right now we're one in the West, one/2 in the West, and East is looking pretty strong right now because we're 7th or 8th right now in the power ranking. Okay, so we skidded here a bit. We're 7th in the West now. Okay, so 15 and 12, not as good as the other couple years at this point in December. Okay, still young, long year to go. Miles Turner for Pajemski. No, we'll pass on that. So we added Mitchell Robinson. I wonder how he's doing at center. You'd think he'd be good because, yeah, we don't have a lot of height on this team. I think Warriors kind of have been missing like a true center. So he'd pretty much be like the first true center of the run for the Warriors dynasty. So I mean, each year that if we can't win another ring in this last year, the sim, it kind of means that the dynasty ended with the last ring. But yeah, if we win here, it would mean the dynasty lasted almost over a decade, which is crazy. Okay, so contract extensions here. Let's check this out. Okay, so Moody's got 1 year. We'll extend him 21 for 3. Butler, I mean, he's going to retire, so we're just going to hold off on him. Mitchell, he's got one more year. But I mean, I think we got Bird year on him. So he was a pleasantly great pickup from us, from OKC. Yeah, it really blossomed into a solid backup point guard. I mean, 87 overall. I mean, Duke can start on other teams, but we got Steph Curry. So, yeah, he was a kind of a diamond in the rough, honestly. Okay, let me just check out our young guys, see how they're doing here. So Mitchell's our 6th man. Ariza, 80 overall now. Solid numbers for him being a rookie. Badunga is now in the rotation, 10th spot. But yeah, Kuminga's hurt, so I'm trying to think here. Right now we are 30 and 21. Okay, until February. Let's do a full rotation here for like just this week, just so we can get some of our young guys some minutes here. Just want to see how they might develop here. Okay, let's try this out. Okay, so we're winning these games. Lose against the Spurs. Okay. Just want to see how that's kind of changed things up here. So Diop, all right, not bad. Okay. They're elevated a little bit, so that worked out. All right, up until, I don't know, contract extensions. Let's try this out, actually. I think, yeah, this season's going to be a little bit more of a little bit experimental here, I think. All right, so we're skidding here. Okay. All right, up until the contract extension time. All right, here we go. Let's reset back to 10. Got some guys some rest. Okay, so with that done, that little experiment, our guys improved a little bit. Okay. Everyone looks to be healthy. So Williams caught on hot, so that's good to see. He might crack in some more minutes. Okay. I mean, Pajemski, cool. Okay. So yeah, 34-27, 5th in the conference, 9th in the standings. Just want to check this out. All right, so we're 5th, 6.5 games back. We're really in the pack there. Definitely achievable with about a month to go. Yeah, we're going to skip extensions. I think we've done all that. Okay, so 35-27. This is where we need to go on a roll here. I feel like we've kind of extended our life a little bit, just kind of giving our guys some rest. midway into the season. I feel like more teams should do that. I don't know if they do or not, but I feel like playing with the total rotation, I think should be beneficial. All right, so 44 and 37. So let's see, do we clinch a playoff spot just yet? Because we'd like to be able to avoid the play-in. Yeah, so looks like we did. So that's good. That's good news. So 44 and 38 is what we'll finish. Jokic MVP, Mika Murinen Rookie of the Year, Arenas Sixth Man of the Year. Okay, cool. Defensive Player Wemby, Cam Boozer Most Improved, Clutch, Kyrie Irving, Darko Rakovic is your Coach of the Year. I think I butchered his name. I know that for a fact. David Powell Exec of the Year. Okay, any Golden State Warriors here in the mix? Doesn't look like it. Taj Riza, first team all rookie. He's an 80 overall. Awesome. Awesome. Love to see that. 10 points per game for him. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so we are the 5th seed in the West playing our crosstown rival in Sacramento. Let's see here. Let's see what this Kings team's looking like in year 2028. So you have Josh Giddey. Wow, they have Aiden playing the 4. Interesting. But yeah, Sabonis is still there. Laravia is stuck around. Hartwell is a new ad, or Harwell rather. Okay, so Taj is starting now over, I guess, Butler. Badunga is starting now at center. I wonder if that's due to injury or what. Wow, so we got Mitchell out, Butler out, and Moody out. Okay, so let's check these injuries. It'd be so sad if Butler's just out for the season. High left ankle sprain, a right humerus fracture. So neither of them are saying that they're out for the playoffs. But yeah, if we can't even make it out of the round one, it would really be devastating if they can't play at all in this last year of the sim. So yeah, game 1, we're on the road and really just getting our ass beat to oblivion. So we lose by 17 round 1. All right, round 2, here we go. Gotta steal one here. We own NorCal, guys. Gotta put that through you guys' head. I know they've had some success with the new arena. Oh, they would lose on the last second. Unbelievable. Okay. So Moody's back in the rotation. Okay, and then just want to look at timetables here. 2 to 4 weeks, 6 to 8. Down 2 games to 0. We're in Chase Center now here, so we gotta tie the series up. Gotta win the next 2 here. Still, we're down bad here. All right, we'll win this one. It looks like. And we will. All right, game 3, we win. Game 4, again, we got to tie things up here. We can't be down 3 games to 1. That's kind of a chokehold on this team. And again, another close game. We just choke it at the end. Okay, game 5 on the road. It would be a tough way to go out here. I'm going to be honest. Down 15 after 1. Down 16 at halftime. Guys, we need to come back in a big way. Come on. Yeah, man, that's it. That's the end of the video. It sucks. It is what it is. But yeah, Butler's injury late. We forced him not to retire. We talked Draymond into staying around another year. We kept Looney. But yeah, just couldn't get it done. I feel like the way our younger guys are progressing, though, yeah, hopefully they get better. And who knows? If we went 5 years in the sim, I don't know if the likes of Steph and Butler and Draymond would stick around. But I feel like maybe this younger team with Bajemski, Kuminga, maybe Moody, Ariza, Badunga, Williams, Diop, maybe these guys could have made a difference if we just waited 1 more year. We're just going to sim ahead here. I'm just kind of curious as Nuggets win if we went to player retirements. So yeah, Draymond will retire. So only Draymond will retire. So I mean, going into that next year, we'd still have Steph and Butler, but they'd really be regressing. But yeah, that's going to do it here for this sim. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.